Japan conquered huge parts of Asia and the Pacific fast. So how did it still lose World War II? Because Japan won early battles, but it started a war it could not sustain against enemies with far greater long-term power. The first major problem was industry. Japan had skilled forces, strong leadership in the early war, and bold strategy, but it did not have the industrial base of the United States. America could build more ships, more planes, more weapons, and replace losses much faster. Second, Japan made a massive strategic gamble by attacking Pearl Harbor. The goal was to cripple the US Pacific Fleet long enough for Japan to secure its empire. Instead, the attack brought the full power of the United States into the war. Then came Midway in 1942. Japan lost 4 aircraft carriers and many highly trained pilots. That was a turning point, because carriers and experienced aviators were incredibly hard for Japan to replace. Japan also became overstretched. Its empire expanded across huge distances, from the Pacific Islands to China and Southeast Asia. That made supply lines long, vulnerable, and difficult to defend. Meanwhile, American submarines devastated Japanese shipping. Oil, food, raw materials, and reinforcements became harder and harder to move. Japan did not just lose battles, it began losing the ability to fight effectively at all. Japan also faced multiple powerful enemies at once: the United States, Britain, China, and later the Soviet Union. It simply did not have the resources to win a long war against that many opponents. By the final stage of the war, US bombing campaigns were destroying Japanese cities and industry. The navy had been shattered, and the economy was collapsing under blockade and constant attack. Then, in August 1945, the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, combined with the Soviet declaration of war, made Japan's position hopeless. So Japan lost World War II because its early victories hit a deeper weakness. It lacked the industrial strength, resources, and strategic position to survive a long total war. Japan won fast, but the war was decided by who could endure, replace losses, and keep fighting longer.